This is my Jacob's Way TV, and I am Dupi Dupi Singer. This is episode 25. I ended episode 24 by saying that the police told me that where I was staying was too dangerous. That should have scared me. But I was a little afraid. But I decided that if it was the Lord that sent me in truth, He would take care of me. So every day I will report there. I will spread the roses, the axe. And I must confess to you that one of the reasons why I decided to spread the axe was to disallow people from stopping to ask me if I wanted to sell. Don't forget that my understanding has changed now from selling to using it to decorate the land. Now, it started by the street, it became the land. It became now the land. So the way it was scattered, nobody actually will stop to say he wanted to buy. Initially, when I thought I was supposed to go there to sell, I bunched them together so it was easy for anybody to see while driving past. I will spread my roses every morning. I will go inside the car, open the doors of the car at the beginning of the land, the measurement of the land. I will sit in my car. I will start to pray. I must confess, most of the time I did not close my eyes. The cars were going past. But there were times that I've forgotten myself and I will doze off. You know, it is the Lord that actually keep us, He that keepeth Israel, neither sleeps nor slumber. And in dozing off or in relaxing, the Lord was giving me revelations. The first one I realized was that He gave me scriptures, especially in Deuteronomy, or was it Exodus? When I went to read, I think it was Exodus 40 and Exodus 28. When I went to read these chapters, it was talking about the building of the temple. It didn't make sense to me, sincerely speaking. It did not make any sense to me. How can my coming here have to do with the building of the temple? It did not make any sense to me. And I was quite diligent at going every day because I was so sure that when it would be 3 months, when 3 months would be over, that the Lord was going to say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Go back to where you're coming from." I was so sure that was how it was going to be. After the end of the 3rd month, I went to the Lord and I said to Him, "Lord, I have spent 3 months. Should I go back to my showroom?" Because I actually had a showroom, beautiful showroom. I was an interior decorator. It was small. My office was small but cozy. You know, Lord, should I go back? And I kept saying, "Lord, this must be your appointed time. This must be your appointed time. This must be your appointed time." And when the Lord was going to answer me, He said to me, I heard Him very clearly, "I decide the appointed time. You are going to stay for 3 years." My body wanted to jump out of my skin. 3 years? For what? How will I explain it to anybody? I'm talking about remove 3 months from 3 years. I still had 2 years, 9 months to stay. I started asking the Lord, did I kill Jesus Christ? Hey, am I the greatest sinner on earth? What did I do wrong to have Father, what is the meaning of this? How to explain it at home was difficult. How to explain it to my children was difficult. To explain it to my husband was difficult. But you see, people always say I am a very brave person. People always say I am a woman of faith. Everybody says I am a bold person. I assure you, I'm none of this. I'm none of this. It was the Lord Himself, who is kind and gracious, that helped me to be on my way. And I will explain to you. When the Lord said I should go the second time, and I was like, should I go or should I not go? Before I even ventured out, I had started having revelations. I had had a revelation that my husband and I had to sell our present house, which is by God's grace our own, and which is spacious and large enough for us. And we had to go and rent a 2-bedroom apartment. And the 2-bedroom apartment could not contain our general property. I was afraid. One of my children had a dream that had a relationship with what the first dream said. And a member of the church that I was attending then also had the same kind of dream. And when I went to the Lord and asked Him, what is the meaning of this? The Lord said to me, I am the Lord God of the whole universe. I can see the end from the beginning. Do not think that my husband is enough to take good care of me. I do not need to obey God, because I wouldn't need God. So because of that, you will refuse to be on the journey that I've asked you to go on. That you can see that in the future, it is my obedience that will keep my family together and intact. If I disobey, it was as if trouble was looming, and trouble was going to come big. So it came to the point that even the children had to come and meet me secretly and say to me, Mommy, please go ahead and do what the Lord has asked you to do. You might just be the one that will help God to keep us safe in the future. Otherwise, you might be the Jonah in our boat. And all the 4 children had very deep understanding. They were in school, some of them in the university, some of them in the secondary school. But somehow they had very deep understanding, and they encouraged me to be on my way. When the Lord showed Joseph his dreams, He showed him the end from the beginning, but He didn't tell him the process through which he would get to that end. And one of the things that kept Joseph going on his way was the glamour and the glory of the end of that beginning. The Lord showed him that his brothers were going to bow down for him, and that even his father and mother were going to bow down for him. It was a glorious vision to hold on to. It was a beautiful picture that he saw that helped him through his own seeming wilderness. So the Lord told me, if you would listen to me and walk this path that I am asking you to walk, one day I am going to make you an international evangelist to Reinhard Bonnke's magnitude. This was what I heard the Lord say. That was beyond me. If the Lord had asked me to choose an evangelist that I want to, follow, I might not have thought about Reinhard Bonnke. And the Lord told me as far back as then, you will one day have your own personal aeroplane, personal jet. You have a private jet with which you will travel the whole world to be the international evangelist that I am processing you to be. Now I said to myself, I'm coming from what background? Who in my father's house can own an aeroplane? Who in my father's house can buy me an aeroplane? Who can love me enough to buy me an aeroplane? And that kept me going. The end that the Lord showed me from the beginning was beautiful. And so I decided to be on my way. And before I end today, that's why I'm always very careful not to abuse any minister of God that is using a jet today, because nothing is given. Nothing, you can own nothing except the one that the Lord has given. Do you ever know what the Lord promised them when they were in the wilderness? Do you know what the Lord promised them when they were doing the foundation of a ministry of, that the Lord has given to them? No foundation is beautiful. Every foundation is dirty. You know what the Lord promised them? Now it is a time of manifestation. You are abusing them. I hope you will learn to be a little more circumspect. This is Dupi Singer, and this is my Jacob's Way TV. Like I always say, please do not forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, share, and leave a comment. God bless you for watching. Bye bye.